What's up, guys? It's been a long time. Took a break from the channel, personal things and whatnot, but we're not gonna get into that. Today we were at our local range, Volusia Gun Club and Hunt. Cool dudes, nice open range. So today we're gonna get into some drills. It's been a minute. I did nothing but cleaning. Now it's time to do the shooting. We're gonna be doing simple drills, just a little 1-1 reload kind of thing, and then 1-2 reloads, and then we'll move on into the shooting and moving, shooting and reload, and stuff like that, more tactical stuff. All we're really focusing on today is not speed, but precision. You can move as fast as you want, but it doesn't mean nothing if your shots aren't getting on target. Not too advanced. I'm not, gun-ho and everything and willy-nilly John Wick, but we are gonna try and up the speed a little bit, but while getting the shots on target. So let's get into it. So simple drill, 5-7 yards, all you really need. This is just focusing on your draw, your reload capability, trigger squeeze and stuff like that. You're not jerking the trigger, you're not jumping into the gun. You want to just come out nice and smooth, shot, get your reload in, going back on target, same sight, pistol sight alignment, and basically all the basic fundamentals of shooting. But you're now moving into a more tactical realm, I guess you could say. So we'll jump right into that. Standard Glock 19X, nothing fancy except the trigger, that's all. You don't need anything high-tech or anything to do these drills. Most outdoor ranges will allow you to do these type of drills. Indoor ranges, you're gonna have to set the mag on a table and stuff like that, but we'll show you some cool stuff. So what we're gonna do, one round, I'm gonna drop the mag, put the new mag in, another round on target. We'll see how we do, all right? On you. Threat. So certain things, yes, I'm using T.REX ARMS targets. They're free and they're online. So yeah, I'm gonna print them out and use them. Certain things about your rounds and where they hit can tell you a lot about what you're doing with the gun and what you're doing wrong or right. So right here, you can see I pushed too far right. Me as a left-handed shooter, that's been a struggle all my life. I always end up hitting right for some odd reason. But it's me sticking my finger on the left side of the trigger, so I'm pushing the gun. Either that or I'm overcompensating with my grip. So I'll grip more with my non-dominant hand, and that's pulling my gun, and my barrel is shifting right. What I'm trying to get at is a nice equal grip, nice fluent trigger squeeze, and just enough meat on the trigger. You don't want this, you don't want this, you just want right there in the middle, nice fluent, smooth trigger squeeze. I'm not too high, not too low. All I gotta do is move it left a little bit. Come up 5-7 yards, one reload, one. All right, on you. Threat. Oh, didn't even have a magnet. Beauty of the beast, right? Nobody's perfect. Still had a round in the chamber, so it worked out. It made me think a little bit, think outside the box on speed. Still got my shot on target. Like I said, I adjusted my finger, and I was able to pull my shot group in a lot closer to the center instead of pushing all the way to the right, almost missing my target. I felt it, I saw it myself, so I know you guys saw it. When I came out in that second round, or when I came out, shot the first round, I jumped on the second one. I anticipated the recoil. Common, no matter how much you shoot, I'm pretty sure everybody out there does it, so it's okay. As long as you can try and get it under somewhat control, it's not gonna throw you off too much, especially with a close distance. But when you start getting farther out, that stuff matters. So you see right here, shot group is pretty tight, almost keyholed it, so I'm pretty happy with it. But I still want to try and move it in to the left a little bit to get that dead center shot. On you. Threat. Threat. another center shot just in between the last one, and I put my finger back when I reloaded. So you can see how serious, not serious, but how drastic a finger placement on the trigger can do to your shot group or what you're actually trying to intend to shoot. That finger placement brought me back right where I started, because I jumped back into my muscle memory of sticking my finger on the edge of the trigger. But that first shot, I was right dead center, nice little meaty portion of your finger, was able to get a good shot. So now we can go move on in some fun stuff and see what happens. All right, guys, so like I was saying earlier about the anticipating, and I was showing you myself on how I was dropping shots, and you guys even saw it in the earlier clip where I jumped on the gun, right? So as I was saying, when you're at home, grab whatever handgun you're using, make sure it's clear, boom, boom, nothing in the chamber, right? Rack it a couple times. So you're gonna reset the trigger, get your grip, get a nice firm grip. I'm left-handed, so it's gonna be a little weird seeing it, but you're gonna wanna get 3 fingers on the frame, finger along the rail. You're gonna take your non-dominant hand and just cover the rest of the surface area, just like that. Then you're just gonna roll. You can, I'm not a fan of the whole trigger guard grip kind of thing. I kind of like it underneath, but something like that will do just fine. Get comfortable, nice little bend in your knees, your shoulders over your knees. Get a good grip, punch out. Some people like to straighten their arms. I personally don't like it because I tend to stress my arms and wiggle a lot. So what I like to do, I like to get one arm somewhat straight and the other arm is a little bowed. Not too much where I'm like chicken winging it, but just enough to where I feel comfortable. Because you want to be comfortable. You don't want to be rigid. You don't want to be robotic. You want to feel natural with it. So something along this, nice finger placement, side picture, side alignment, slow squeeze. Just let it surprise you. A lot of people, what they'll do is when they get on the gun, they're like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And you can see it starting to tense. You'll see the gun shaking, you'll see the sights moving around a lot. And as they're squeezing, they'll dive into the gun. And basically you're either, jerking the trigger, anticipating recoil, and that will cause you to drop shots. And nobody likes drop shots. I like to get it on target. So, nice squeeze. Reset, squeeze, reset. Now, if you're finding yourself starting to dive into it after you had a couple good reps, probably just getting fatigued. Don't beat yourself up over it. Don't, oh man, I'm a sucky shooter, nothing like that. It's fun, all right? It's all training. It's gonna get muscle memory over time. So just relax a little bit, relax your arms, have a sip of soda, water, whatever. Come back to it, get back on target, squeeze, and just keep going over and over. But that is what I like to do at home. Typically, I have a lot of free time, so why not? Especially when I like shooting, I'm gonna want to get better at it. So, ammo is expensive, home life is free, you don't even have to shoot anything, so why not improve your skills on that? All right, so got a buddy of mine, big fan of shooting. He's out here with us today, just trying to hone in on some skills. Like I said, we're gonna start moving into transitioning and reloading. We're gonna crawl, walk, run kind of phase, so we're gonna take a time. Of course, we hear, oh, reloading, one thing fun, tactical, military, hoo-ah, fun stuff. But we gotta start small first. So today, right now, we're just gonna take time, draw, punch out, get 2 shots on target, nice, good fundamentals, trigger squeeze, side alignment, side picture, stuff like that. After those 2 shots are on target, you're gonna conduct a reload. So you're gonna drop your mag, new mag in, punch out, side picture, side alignment, trigger squeeze, 2 more targets, and that's gonna be the end of the sequence. So the whole purpose of this is every person's adrenaline is gonna start jumping when they start doing fun stuff, but can you manage that adrenaline and still be accurate? So we're gonna have him step up to the barrel right here. It's about 12 yards maybe, and then our secondary target's probably about another 10 yards. I don't know, I'm not good at math, but relatively close range to still be accurate and lots of fun. So if you may, go ahead and load. So I remember 2 shots, big circle, conduct a reload, and then transition to the secondary target, 2 shots, and then clear and make safe. All right. So we got hit and a miss. No big deal. It's not too far out. All right. There's always room for improvement. You know, get dead center. Everybody wants to get dead center, but you know, it takes time. So good shot group. He probably hit somewhere in the middle. I'm using old targets, so I don't know. But we'll keep working at it. Keep working at it. Eventually, we're gonna be dead center. So we're just gonna run through this drill a couple of times. We're just gonna bounce back and forth, taking turns. We can critique each other, whatever, you know. A lot of learning and knowledge from both of us, so from different shooting backgrounds and whatnot. So we'll take it as time goes. 2 and 2. So once again, I noticed on myself, I dumped the round, trying to be cool and tactical. I need to slow it down. I know that personally, I need to slow it down, but I definitely dumped around. Got 1 shot on target. And once again, I'm punching right. So muscle memory is a huge thing. I've been shooting this way a long time, probably since I was like 7 or something like that. Been having this issue, been trying to get it corrected, and it's just taking a little bit longer than usual. So we'll keep working at it and see what happens. Good hit. I actually watched this one keyhole, so I'm kind of happy about that one. But he took his time on that second target. Was able to get both shots in the group, in a smaller group, and didn't miss. So improvements can happen on the spot. It can take a little time. Another center hit, somewhat center, low center, and we got a high. I don't know, guys. Honestly, hopefully there's somebody who's gonna watch this and comment in the comment section on what I could do to fix this, because I've been told by multiple people, and I don't know, maybe it is just muscle memory over the years. It's just embedded in me now, but I would definitely like to get my shots a little more center and not so far right. This one, once again, dumping that trigger. I sat there and watched that one happen. I mean, anticipating the recoil, I guess, trying to get fast, but gotta listen to my own advice and take it slow and get faster over time. Definitely picking up both shots on target, and you're shooting a lot faster. So like I said, over time you get comfortable in a sequence that you've done a couple reps in, and you build confidence in that sequence. Confidence is key. It'll help you shoot better. I promise you it will. Just don't be overconfident, because then you start to look like me. But both shots in target, one's a little high, one's a little low, but they're in target. He was able to speed up a little bit, so now he can work with that new speed and get more precise with his shots. This anticipation is gonna kill me today. It literally is. Dumping the trigger, I guarantee dumping the trigger mixed with my left-handed, no offense to all you lefties out there, I love you guys, but my left-handed malfunction, I guess you can say. And another one. Anticipation mixed with my left-handed malfunction and my left-handed malfunction. So we're definitely got to work on that a little more. Hopefully one of you guys can, shoot me a message or something like that and help me progress. Just a little backstory, and I hope you don't take this as my skills on the street. If I am a law enforcement officer, I'm not going to say the agency as a protection privacy kind of thing, but I am a law enforcement officer. So this training does help me become more proficient on the road in case stuff goes bad. God forbid it does, but I like to know I'm comfortable with my skills, my squad is comfortable with my skills, and we can go home at the end of the day. My partner and my cameraman, who I will show you later, are also LEO. We come out here and just try and get better at our skills, because if we don't do it, who's gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take responsibility for your own actions, and if you don't take the time and the effort to put in room for improvement, you're not gonna see that improvement over time. It's something that you have to do. It's not something that's just gonna come to you naturally, unless you're gifted. I don't know, there's some people out there who shoot amazing and never shot before. So this time we're gonna do some draw drills. This is moving towards not necessarily like entry-level shooting. Well, it could be entry-level shooting, but more or less what we do on the road. We're in contact with multiple people from various, reasons, and sometimes they're not the best reasons, and we have to be prepared to react to those situations as they come. So what we're gonna do, it's called an interview stance. Generally, we're gonna be relatively close. As you can see, me and him, this is about our interview stance, all right? So you want to be bladed a little bit, not crazy where you're like, hey, can I get your information? But just enough to where, you're offset from your handgun side. Mine being left-handed, I'm gonna step back a little bit. Just in case things get squirrely, I'm a little distant. I can separate myself if need be, and I can protect what could potentially become in the fight. And same with him being right-handed, he has his right hand, his right leg drop back a little bit, and that way he's able to separate his firearm from me if I was to potentially be a threat. We're generally about this close. I would say probably about 2.5, 3 feet, if not closer at times. And this is because you're not gonna stand all the way back here and ask for the information. You're gonna be up close, You're not gonna comfort yourself to where you're oblivious to what could potentially happen, but also you want to be prepared. So we're in our notepad, address, name, date of birth, stuff like that, typical identification stuff that we need. And what we're going to do in this drill is basically react to a threat. So we're going to simulate writing stuff down, information. Somebody's going to call it threat, and what we're going to do, we're going to draw, shoot from the hip. Now when we shoot from the hip, this is moving to a little more advanced, because a lot of things come into play. Hand placement and stuff. You don't want to be in front of your muzzle. You don't want to aim too high where you're shooting the birds out the sky. You don't want to aim to the left, aim to the right, and you're shooting little Jimmy John and little Stacy over there. So you want to get nice. You want to hug your gun a little bit. So I'll show you over here. So interview stance, you're taking information, a threat appears. Whether it's a guy pulls a gun on you, he pulls it from his waistline, he's starting to reach behind his back, pulls a gun out, knife, switchblade, whatever you, bomb, bazooka. So taking their information, maintaining somewhat eye contact or some kind of visual. And once that threat appears, you're gonna want to draw you're gonna wanna suck in. You don't wanna punch out, because why? He's 3 feet away. If I punch out, now my gun's gone if I don't have a good grip. If he's stronger than I am, I'm probably gonna lose that fight. So, nice and close. Yeah. Threat, you're gonna suck in. A lot of people go like this. I personally don't like this, because when that adrenaline is pumping, you're not necessarily thinking, you're just acting off instinct, right? So if I do this, who's to say my hand doesn't drop down in front of my muzzle? Or who's to say I don't grab him and now I'm shooting my hand? You know, there's a lot of risk factors. So personally, I like to just suck up to my chest, bring my gun in close, and use my hip as a stabilizer. You don't want to shoot like this, because you're just going to get punched in the rib cage by your slide, potentially malfunction, and not able to not allow the slide to cycle. So you take your gun out of the fight now. You got to work on that malfunction, and you're going to go home either with a cracked rib or a bruised rib, and that's just painful. So hand to the chest. We're wearing our duty vest, obviously, so we're going to grab the collar, grab a pec. You know, I like to just grab something so I don't allow my hand to push back. And a lot of people are probably going to say, oh, well, what if he jumps at you? Or what if, you know, if we're already in this situation where my gun is drawn, I'm potentially, you know, this close to range, me grabbing him or me trying to fight him with my gun out, that's a lose-lose situation. Somebody's gonna get hurt, whether it's myself or the suspect, and I want to go home at night. So you're just gonna have to, I like to just keep it tight. Keep the gun tight. You're gonna use this because when you shoot like this, the gun is gonna move. It's gonna move around a lot. So suck up, use it as a stabilizer, and that way you can get a good, you can't use your sights. You're not, you know, you don't have a dinosaur neck, you can reach down there. So right here, and you're just gonna squeeze off one round. After you squeeze off that one round, either he's gonna do one of two things. He's gonna fall or he's gonna scoot back. I don't know too many people who get shot and they're gonna run back to you. So after you squeeze off that first round, you're probably gonna hit somewhere in center mass, and then you're gonna punch out. Once you punch out, engage your target. Make sure that threat is no longer a threat to you, society, himself, herself. So those are some things just to think about when you're shooting like this or this kind of style. Everything works for different people. My way might not work for his way or the cameraman's way, but it works for me. So suck up, squeeze. All right, so that's what we're gonna work on right now. So my cameraman's gonna call out threat. Once I hear a threat, gonna generally take care of business. So interview stance, bladed a little bit, and this could be helpful for somebody who's going through academy or just curiosity on how people react to certain things in close encounters, because we are faced with close encounters every single day. All right, so he's gonna call a threat whenever he wants to, and I will take care of it.
Threat.
So first shot, like I said, you can't use your sights. So you're probably gonna get a little off. It's okay, you know. This silhouette is probably about the general size of a man. So him facing me, that probably would have been a fatal shot. Would have fell, ran back, whatever. My follow-up shot was right here, dead center. Both potentially fatal wounds, but that's how effective shooting like this and getting comfortable shooting like that is, you know, because that's a make or break for us and for anybody. You know, you're concealed carrying, you're out with your family, and some crazy dude or crazy woman wants to get up in your face, and you're just trying to have a good day, and you're like, hey, get back, and they come up to you, potentially showing a firearm, showing some type of weapon, threatening your life. This drill could potentially save you and your family's life.
Threat.
Oh, there goes his other one too. So effective. It's very effective. Very good training, I guess, skill to have. Even non-LEO, non-military, even if you're just a, you know, standard person just trying to have a good dinner, good time walking the park, good day at, I mean, most places don't allow to carry guns like SeaWorld, but you get the point, you know, you're just trying to have a good day, and you carry for a reason. You carry your gun for a reason. So drills like this can help you learn how to use your gun. A lot of people carry their gun and don't train how to lift up their shirt or how to draw from a holster or a bag or anything like that. So get comfortable with the style you're carrying. If you're carrying, you know, inside the waistband, get comfortable at home doing some draws, you know, lift your shirt, pull out, punch out, trigger squeeze, and see what you feel like. Or if they're carrying from a purse or a bag, like, you know, females, fanny packs for some people out there, you know, you have to unzip, you have to open up, you know, seconds count. And at this point, it's not even seconds, it's milliseconds. So just repetition, repetition, repetition. All right, guys, so good day at the range. We went over some stuff, some shooting and reloading, fundamentals, sight picture, sight alignment, trigger squeeze. I'm glad I got to demonstrate, not purposely, how drastic a trigger squeeze can, or trigger placement, trigger finger placement, whatever you want to call it, can change your target impact or your round impact on your target. We got to go over some anticipation drills. You got to see it firsthand. Even me being a shooter, I still have that issue of anticipating. So it was a good day, nice day at the range, good weather, good time, fun time. Shooting is always a fun time. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, got some laughs out of my mess ups. No lefties out there are hopefully not too offended. And we'll be back for more. If you want to see specific stuff, AR transitions, handgun transitions, handgun malfunctions, how to clear a malfunction and get back in the fight, or even if you just want to see some laughs and giggles and stuff, some silly stuff, I'm always down to have a little bit of fun on the range. So yeah, we're a bunch of LEO guys just having a good time, trying to take in advice from you guys, because I know a lot of you guys watching this video are probably shooters yourself and probably better than us. So I mean, I don't take constructive criticism the wrong way. I like it. It boosts my confidence and stuff like that. Hopefully a lot of you guys, a lot of you new shooters out there, learned a little bit from us, what to do, what not to do. Give me an example. So like I said, it was a good day at range. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more content, comment a little message or shoot me an email, and hopefully we can get out and do some stuff. We also got some interesting toys as far as guns. So we got some scorpions, vectors, scars. I mean, we got enough to play with. If you just want to see some shooting review videos, or maybe some accessories, some of the stuff you saw on our guns, the triggers, optics and stuff like that. I know we didn't touch on the ARs today, but in a later video we will. So if you want to see that kind of stuff, yeah, just let us know and we'll get it done for you. It's a learning channel. We're not pros. We don't proclaim to be pros. I suck sometimes. Every day is not a perfect day. So hopefully you guys like the video, and 407, and we are out.